Hey, how y'all doing?
Hi.
Welcome back to another Retro Repairers Group chat. Wow, what a month and so it's been. Where's Lee gone?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you, but you've got a blankety blank screen.
Yeah, you're
Oh.
the black version.
Hang on.
Yeah, still black.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
You know, mate, just simply disappear at this end.
Okay, hang on a second.
We're hanging.
Yeah.
So while we wait for Lee to come back, I suppose we'll crack on. What have you been doing, Joseph? What have you been up to last sort of month or so?
Yeah, I'm not really doing anything YouTube related. But I have doing a lot recently. So I opened the Facebook group related to a little bit more of an educational video content for the younger audience, but on Croatian language. So yeah, my local people. And I'm opened the physical office, also doing workshop with kids. So I've been working on that in last month or so.
Yeah.
So and yesterday and today I had a couple of workshops, and yeah, it's going well. So I'm very happy with that.
I like that idea. I like that idea of bringing kids in. I mean, I've got grandkids around here, and they're only young'uns. Do you know what I mean? And they're dying to get on these systems and play them and try a little bit of programming. And what you can change border, you can do this. And it's like, really? Yeah, it's really easy. You just do this.
Yeah, we've been changing border colors just today, so it's been fun. Yeah, I had this idea for a long time, but it took some time to realize everything and to set everything up. It's not easy. There is lots of equipment. The biggest problem that I had was the cable management, actually. Because for every Commodore 64, you need a couple of cables plus a TV plus that, and lots of power supplies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nightmare to set everything up, and it's not a really big space. So yeah, that was also.
It's good though, because you need to keep the kids going, don't you? Do you know what I mean? It keeps the retro scene alive. If it's going to create nostalgia for them when they were when they get older, remembering what you taught them and stuff like that. And it's like, wow, I want one of them. How much are they? Huh?
Yeah, I hope. I really do hope so. But also, I think that 8-bit machines are really perfect for educational purposes. To start learning about digital logic and assembly programming and stuff like that, and to explain how the CPU works. It's easiest thing to do on 8-bit CPU. So yeah, that's perfect. So yeah, that was my initial idea, right?
Do you remember on Spectrum when it first came out with them packs that it came out? There used to be one in there called Maker Chip.
Yeah.
Kids don't understand. It's like we used to get programs to help us make chips 40 years ago. What? We used to have programs to take teachers out. We could type games in as well on keyboard. Really? It's really surprising that all that's disappeared because they just want to market and sell.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we will see how this will go, but so far so good. So I'm really happy about that.
I think you're absolutely right. Once you go past the 8 bits, things become much more difficult to grasp.
Yes, definitely.
Even when you go to Amiga, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, basically from 16-bit and onwards, even the CPUs had additional logic to do some stuff that are really not simple, that are not really just pure Boolean logic and stuff like that. So yeah, like 8-bit CPUs are just about right to start learning about those things. So especially for kids.
Yeah,
without a doubt, and they love it. They absolutely love it. They're little. inquisitive minds just spark and light up when you start showing them it, don't they? You can see the drawers dropping and the surprise on them, what they can do and things.
Yes, definitely. But also the one thing that I learned along the way, you really need to do. You need to have a bunch of LEDs blinking. That's just number one. Beyond everything else, just blinking LEDs. That's
blinky LEDs, something to attract them. Like that fly on Bug's Life, in it, when it goes for that the light. I can't help it. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, but that's true. That's true.
Everyone likes an LED.
Yeah.
We all like bling one way or another, don't we?
Definitely.
So what you been up to, Lee? Out this last month or so?
Oh, right. Well, today I've been looking at an old microprocessor board for a JCB from the 80s, based on 8051 microprocessor. So that was a little bit interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, for a guy at work. So yeah.
Neil oldest tractor I can remember is you go back to a Massey Ferguson my granddad used to have when he used to run coal yard in the local town.
I don't think that had any electrics in it, did it? Other than a light.
It had something to warm glow plugs up.
Neil sent me a Harlequin board.
Have you got on?
So I've completely built it, and I'm missing a couple of chips.
No.
And I'll be ready to test that. So hopefully we can get to the bottom of his problems then.
Have you got them on order? Are you still looking?
Sorry?
Have you got the chips on order? Or are you still looking for them?
Yeah, they'll be here next week.
Right, okay.
It's only 2 that I'm missing. I've got all the others.
I was just going to have a look, see what I'm kicking about for you. Well.
Yeah, they'll be here next week sometime. I've also I've been doing something with the Engo, which is a ZX Next clone. So I've been recording a video for that today. I finished that. So I've just got to get it edited. And the guy that made them, a Spanish bloke, Manu Furhai, I think his name is. He can supply mechanical keyboards. So nice. I've got this case and mechanical keyboard, and I'm doing a video on that one. So that's really nice.
I fancy one of those Engos. I'm not. Like you say, it's like a clone in it of the new one that they released.
Clone.
Yeah. I fancied one of them. I kept looking at them at one time, but I'm trying to steer myself, staying with Commodore, and I keep steering away, and I need to get shut some shit. BBC's gone, the Amstrad's gone. I don't own an Amstrad. Do you, Lee?
No, I don't own a fucking Amstrad.
No, Neil's going to have you, don't you, if the Harlequin boots up?
Yeah, well, all I could do is build it. It didn't take very long, actually. It only took about 3.5, 4 hours to fully assemble it.
Yeah.
So it's really, really easy build. But I'll tell you something I have discovered, and that's getting a large diameter solder means, and turning your soldering iron right up means you can put sockets in at warp speed.
Yeah, it's like.
I've got 1.2 mil solder, and I'm soldering at 400 degrees, and I can zap them sockets in like it's like nothing, just running down them.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Cool. I can't wait to see. I hope it boots first time.
So do I.
As much as I like Neil, and he's a really good lad, it still needs to boot first time. He's had the same problem, hasn't he, with both boards that he's built?
Well, yeah, they've both got video problems, but he's been unable to nail it down. I think once he gets a better scope, he might have a bit more of a chance. But it's purely down to the clock generation, I think, because he showed me a clock waveform, and the thing was fucking triangular. And no clock is a triangle. It's always
I've never seen triangle clock.
No,
maybe I'm mistaken, but
it's like a triangle but different.
I said to him, that don't look right, because you've got to have a mark space and a big space for it to actually generate your two rising and falling edges.
Yeah.
But it's got nothing really to latch onto. But he's getting a picture, but it looks like it's just a sync issue, and I think it's where his clock shut itself.
Yeah.
I don't think it's really that serious.
I'm trying to wind myself down and get shut of some stuff. Wind myself back to just Commodore instead of just wandering off. I haven't got the room in my house anymore. I keep emptying it out and filling it back up again. It's ridiculous.
I keep saying it. I've got to flog some of my machines off.
Yeah. Well, I've been at Amiga Meet this weekend. Had a cracking do over there. I took Mikey's CD TV back because I did a recap that for him. I didn't video it because I wasn't in the mood for video it, if you know what I mean. So I just thought I'll just crack on with it and get it done.
Did you have as much trouble as Neil?
No, we're a walking park.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, where front connectors go over, it comes out of that ribbon. It's like little fingers that come out, and they're just like bits of wire. And you've got to push the connector down, and then when you pull the ribbon out, and then bits of wire are just dangling there. So they are stiff, but if you touch them, yeah, and then you them back up again.
On something else.
They're weird. There's 3 connectors like that on front.
Oh, that's shit.
But other than that, everything went swimming really well, really.
Yeah.
About an afternoon, there were a good maybe 100 caps or something like that. We're all just nesting in one corner at the motherboard.
Bloody hell.
A bit strange. So yeah, so I've been there, and then when I come back from there, Mike had given me some stuff as well. So there were a crate with 3 1541 disk drives in it and about 100 floppy disks. Then he gave us a box, big box full of Amiga magazines with all discs still on front. So there's some good stuff in there. So it'll be quite interesting. So like I say, I keep trying to get my stuff down, and it seems to keep coming back. Other than that, well, we're going to Amiga Meets and doing these A2000s. I've got another one of them to do for a CPU and clean the front of the board up. It's not as bad as the other one was, but it's gone up the CPU. It's lost pins. So I've got another one of them to do. I seem to be doing a lot of Amiga. So I decided that the Xbox 360.
Yeah.
I've always said it's going to be the last retro games console that you're going to have. Same with the PS3, around about that era, because we can run games off discs. Everything else is a downloader. So they're going to be gone. The 360 is coming off Marketplace, so you can't buy anything on Marketplace after the 29th of July. So that's shut down. The game servers are already slowly closing down. And as far as I've read, in September, it completely comes off Xbox Live. It's finished. So with that, it cannot go on Xbox Live anymore. Then why not do these JTAGs and the RGH hack to it? You know, if you want to have a look out there, guys, and just look it up, just Google RGH3. It's top page things that comes up. It tells you how to do RGH3 on consoles. The Slims, it consists of 2 wires, one with a 3K resistor in it. That's it. No glitch chips. RGH is the reset glitch hack. Yeah, but there's no glitch chips needed. I think you can do it through them on them all, but I think the Jaspers on the Plats, or on the Fats as I call it, I think sometimes they have timing issues where they're a slow booter. So they still recommend that you do the glitch chip with the RGH 1.2 on them. So flipping back to that, I started thinking about Amigas and emulators and stuff like that, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to turn one into an Amiga or something that can run Amiga stuff.
Great.
I've got it installed. In menu system, you can crank it up to an 040 processor. You can give it 128 gig of memory, or mega memory, sorry. You can give it. You can switch your Pascal 96 on. You can set it to cycle exact. You can give chip memory up to 8 meg. So there's a lot of settings in there, and sometimes when you're booting games up there, so you've got to sort of like wind it down a bit or give it a bit here and just working out settings and stuff like that on it. But if you're interested in that, I'll just pop a few pictures up there for you and let you have a quick nose.
For sure.
This one's just showing you it's an RGH console. It's an original Team Executors console that I built quite a long time ago. And they can see that it's running on the Kickstart 2 ROM 3.2.
Awesome.
The next one was just a picture of Luma running on the Amiga emulator. The next one you got there, Turbo Lotus Challenge 2, that's running away there. Just back to a couple of them pictures, I think all it was. I think I've gone with them now. So yeah. So that's pretty much it, really. So that's what I've been playing with. I've managed to download the Amiga 1200 Lite HDF file for the hard drive file. So I've dumped that in, and I've got the 3.0 Workbench ADF, and I've put that in, but it seems very, very slow. When it boots up, it asks for it, and it's all going through processes. So I think you'll be able to actually install an OS on there as well properly, rather than just going into the menus and selecting your ADFs and going with it. But it's very, very, very clever, and it does run things, but it's very, very hit and miss what it will and won't run. So until I narrow it down, I have found somewhere that's done the hard disk files for the games. So I'm hoping that we might not have to bother with the hard disks at all with the Workbench and just run them. Or another way, if I can get it to go into a Workbench, it's going to have Wi-Fi, it's got web browsers, it's got everything that it's going to have on it. You know, you can be able to connect to internet with it, you bit FTP to it anyway.
That's cool.
You know,
do we have? Sorry to interrupt you. Do we have like a Vice emulator possible to run on?
It is Vice. It's based on Vice.
It's based on Vice.
Is it not UAE? Is it PUAE? Right there. I think there is UAE, isn't there?
Does it run other emulators?
Yes. It'll run Commodore 64 ones. It'll run Mega Drives, Master Systems, all the other emulators.
So you have like Commodore 64 emulator. You have Wi-Fi, right? Possible.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
And the controller works a treat straight away. There's no messing.
What about RetroArch?
I think there is one for it. In fact, if you look it up, Lee, you know your Xbox Ones.
Yeah.
You can put them into dev mode.
Yeah.
But I think it costs you something. I think it costs you about 20 quid or something like that to be able to do it. I think I paid for that years ago, but you can put it in dev mode and run all these emulators as well, and it'll run at RetroArch.
Nice.
And you can even do it with the Xbox Series X and Series S. You can put them straight into the back, and you've got a right powerhouse. It'll play everything right up and to them. You're running PS3 games and stuff like that on it. Do you know what I mean? But I just thought for some, I picked one up, eBay. I went on there and I thought, I used to look after these consoles a lot of years ago. I used to look after 3 or 4 game shops for all the console repairs. So I did all these RGHs and JTAGs and Red Brigadefs, etc. Yada yada yada. So I've kept all my equipment for that. But I've never done the modern model. You know, the Xbox 360E, which it'll have a Corona board in there, which were supposed to be quite difficult. You can't flash the DVD drives, so it can look at any disc on them. You've got to take the circuit board out and buy an LTU motherboard for it, and put the firmware back on that and put it in. You've got to do the RGH on one of them to be able to get the drive key as well, because you can't get it off the disk drive on them ones. Microsoft locked them down good and proper when that came. So yeah, I picked that up and I bid on it, and I won it for £1.20, £5 postage. I wasn't expecting it to work when it rocked up, and it does. And so thank you very much, Mr. eBayer out there, whoever sold me that. So I thought that's the quietest one. It ain't got stupid touch buttons on the front like the Slims do. You know, I was playing this one up flat the other day just to test it out and see what was going on, and I'd just got it to where I wanted to do something, and Cat walked past and pressed the power button. You know, because of the touch sensors.
What is the storage in them?
With a JTAG or RGA, you're up to 2 terabyte.
Right, no, all the 360s I had were fat ones.
Yeah.
I never had a slim one. So what do they do about the hard drive?
What do you mean on the Slim?
Yeah, is it inside then?
It's just a little caddy port side. Just pop this power out. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see, but on that flap there, look.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
Then inside, that's just a general laptop.
Yeah.
One. So that's what I'm thinking with them is, and I don't want it to think about, you know, converting something or turning that into an Amiga for when I go to the shows. That I can just have something that's more basic. If I can move that emulator onto a 32 gig USB stick, I don't even need to bother with it ever. I can just put it in and play it whenever you want. I'll have the emulator on a stick, sort of thing. So that's what I've been playing with all my ideas with at the moment. So I've been around and bought about 4 or 5 more cheapies. So I'm going to RGH all them up. I might be selling some as well, which I now can advertise since I've become part monetized. I've got over the 3,000 hours and become partly monetized now. I think I've got about another 400 hours to go now to become fully monetized. But one of the part of the rulings and stuff like that with YouTube is you can't use the channel to sell unless you monetize with them. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start doing a few RGHs. So if you're into that kind of gear stuff, I'm going to build a new playlist for Xbox 360 stuff and put all the RGH stuff in there for flashing the drives, RGH in the consoles and stuff like that. So that's my plan and movement. So I'm still going to be doing my retro stuff, but I'm still going to be doing the, if you can, borderline Xbox 360 retro stuff as well.
Cool. Wow. That's nice.
So have you got any plans for the future? Have you got any of you guys got coming up or thoughts or ideas or like that you thought of?
Well, I like making machines. So
are you just winging it?
I'll wing everything. I like making machines, and I'm going to see what other ones are out there to build. I think there's a PCB way share project for the PET 2001. I might make one of them up.
Yeah, you got that little keyboard with them, don't you? I think.
Nah.
It's not that one. I think did 8-Bit Guy show one of them once?
No. Yeah, I think it was some kind of keyboard.
Yeah, this is a big motherboard.
Yeah. So check him up. Check him out, Lee. Have a look for 8-Bit Guy. He did something about like a replica PET board or another board.
Well, Tim from the group, he's built a PET, but his PET is from Time Mouth Computers.
Right.
And I think the 8-Bit Guy one you're talking about is a similar thing. I think
it might be
there as well.
Yeah, it was a while ago. I can't quite remember about it now.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Yeah.
I think this is not like it's not like a replacement. You know, like a one-to-one replacement motherboard.
Yeah.
I think it's been reimagined a bit as well, so you can use a regular keyboard and stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
Could be.
Yeah, I might give that a go.
That's another beauty going just flipping back to the Xbox. Once you've RGH'd it, you can plug the keyboard and mouse in it.
Yeah.
You know, so that's really handy for like you running your Amiga stuff like that. And there's loads of other things you can do with Xbox once you've done that. You can run operating systems on it. I think you can run Ubuntu on it or something like that, or Linux on it or something if you want. There's all sorts of things. As soon as you get the Amiga emulator up and running properly, it even sees the disk drive. So you can party games and everything on a disc and slide it in and just pick them up and play them.
If you like that sort of thing, you want to look at Batacera because you can install that to a USB stick and literally just plug it into a PC and take your entire emulation box with you.
Yep.
It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah. Won't do a version for 60 though, will they, for 360?
No. But then again, the 360 is a bit gutless, isn't it?
I don't know.
Machines.
I don't know. I mean, we had Amiga emulators and all them other emulators running on the original Xbox as well.
Yeah, but what I mean is, compared to what you've got now,
yes,
even a low-end PC.
Oh, yeah.
Really, it don't even compare, does it?
It doesn't. No, but when you can walk around car boots and pick one up for like £5 or something like that, and then come back and build yourself an emulation station in something like that for the sake of a £5.
But what I'm saying is, you can get a stick or a drive, load it up, and it will hijack any machine and turn it into an emulation box.
Yeah, just boot from the floppy. USB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if it's got crappy built-in graphics, it still just eats everything. But I've only got a few weeks to go, and then apparently my Mega 65 is going to land.
Woohoo!
Wow!
So I'm going to
nice. Bloody time and all.
Yeah, I'm going to have another get back into the FPGA programming side.
That's awesome.
Cool. Cool.
That's pretty cool.
Back in the car building.
Yeah, the problem is a lot of the cores are using Verilog and VHDL, and I haven't touched it since 2017. So, Jesus, I forgot everything, I should think.
Looks like Lee's made it from the motorway hassle anyway. Well, bring him in.
Oh, Neil.
Oh,
Neil.
Oh, hi, Neil.
You all good?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to make it. Got stuck in the motorway, so I pulled over to tell you.
Right. No problem. No worries. I've got that A600 here for you. Oh, Francis.
That's good. I have to sort out getting it to us.
Yeah, I'll put it in a carrier bag and send it.
That's fine, yeah. I'm sure you won't mind.
Don't work anyway.
Stick it in a jiffy bag, mate.
Hey?
Stick it in a jiffy bag.
That's it.
Neil,
yeah, it might be a bit gutless in comparison, you know.
Sorry?
But
what's with the scope behind you? Is that your one?
That's the one that I borrowed to get that thingy working. But I have bought exactly the same one. It's stuck in customs at the moment. I'm a bit worried. It's been stuck in customs for a week.
It'll be right.
Well, it's come from AliExpress. It's quite a good scope.
Oh.
Antec one.
Yeah.
It's all right, that.
Looks posh.
Nice.
It's easy to use. I managed to fix that Harlequin with it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, when I say fix it, get it to the same condition as the other one.
How much are them bad boys, Neil?
Off AliExpress, about 170.
Not bad. Pretty good.
No, it's okay, that. Yeah. It's worth a go, hopefully.
Yeah.
I will see. I wanted to have a go with that Jaguar. Hopefully it'll help me find that video signal on the Jag. Composite. My favourite video signal, as Lee calls it.
Composite. Well, we're just on about, before you wrapped up, we were just on about emulation and running the Xbox 360 and JTagging it and running Amiga emulators and stuff like that on it. So if you miss that bit, mate, you'll have to just skip back and go back onto it again. I'm not going through all that again, and I don't think these guys would want to hear all that and all.
No.
We're just saying that 360, yeah, fair enough. It is gutless to what you could use today, and like Lee said, you can put Bottosera, but you think about Bottosera, right? It's quite a difficult thing to manage that Bottosera, isn't it? Every time you load one up, you've got to go into settings and set them properly, haven't you? So it'll run correctly and things like that for your controller. Am I wrong?
I think mainly auto configures nowadays.
With RetroArch and stuff like that, you had to do that and stuff like that.
It's already done. All you've got to do is drop your ROMs in the folder and play them.
That's it.
Yep.
The only time that you might get a problem is sometimes it doesn't auto detect your sound properly. So all you do is go into your sound, change it to the other HDMI one, it comes back on. That's the only issue with it.
I mean, it all depends on what you want to run, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
If you're running like 8-bit and 16-bit, then obviously Xbox 360 will be fine.
Yeah.
It's only if you want to start running GameCube and Nintendo Wii and Wii U, that's when you need the more power, and the PlayStation 2 especially.
Neil, I was saying earlier, the Xbox Series S and the Series X, if you want, you can put it into dev mode and you can run all them emulators right up to PS3 stuff and like that on them as well if you wanted to. But what I were on about is you can walk around a car boot these days and pick an Xbox 360 up for about £5, and for 2 wires and a resistor and a reprogram of an AND, you've got a unit that you can put emulation on it. It'll run all your Xbox 360 stuff as well. Still, you know,
because it'd be good at.
Because coming offline, and Xbox fans are going to want to keep things. Do you know what I mean?
I tell you what else it'd be good at, Steve, and that's a Cody box.
Yeah, there is Cody for it.
That's what it was originally written for, wasn't it? Xbox.
Xbox, well, yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
They've done well, haven't they? They're still going these today because you can download it on the Xbox Series S's and X's and stuff and use it on there as well.
Yeah, I use one on my Firebox.
I
think it's a Firebox. What do you call it? Not the Fire Stick, the Fire Cube.
Oh, is it? Oh, you've got the posh one.
I've got the posh one, the AI one, yeah.
I've got the peasant one. It's just a stick.
No, I got the cube. It's quite cool, actually, with the light that goes around it. I got it one Christmas when they were on offer.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It's quite fast, actually. It's got a quad core in it or something. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I got ripped off on eBay.
Again.
What?
What have you done?
Hey?
What have you done?
I bought this here. You got to hate it anyway. Well, where is it? I'll show you.
It's going to be another Mac in it.
I can't.
It's got to be another Mac.
Yes, look, this.
Oh, bugger off. None of that shit. Do you know what I mean?
SE30. SE30s has got an 030 in it.
Fucking hell, Neil. What did you do? What did you do for an encore? Go and buy an Amstrad.
I like Max. I mean, look, this one was listed as, right, spares and repair. I thought, fair enough. He took pictures of it and everything, inside and everything. And I got it. I took the back off. And on the back of the tube, you know where it plugs on, what do you call it? The, what's that board called?
Yoke.
I'm not telling you. I'm leaving you to struggle.
That was it, yeah. That was smashed to pieces. You know what I mean? And I said to him, did you not notice this? And he went, nah. I said, you should put that in the listing, mate. I said, because this makes this scrap without the screen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The PSU is missing.
Screen, are you?
It was listed as PSU missing and corrosion on the board. I said, that's fair enough. He said, the screen was okay. And I got it. And it was all smashed, the yoke was. And I thought, you must have seen that, mate. Oh, I'm not happy with him, but...
But, Neil, you know deep down, right, that they're crap. And I'll tell you how you know this.
Why?
Because behind you, you're using one as a shelf.
This one here. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, but what's on top of it?
I can't never remember the name of them. Something like something L or something YL.
LT2, yeah, it came from Steve, that did.
Yeah.
Steve
I don't know about the LC one because I bought that. I think I gave about 20 quid for it ages ago, and he said to me, "What's Cap's doing on it? It should work."
I've got nothing to plug it into.
No, well, if you look online, there is something where you can modify a cable for it.
Oh, is there? Okay then.
But that it just went in cupboard with that other Mac that were there that I picked up off eBay that were off Facebook. Sorry, that was given away. Pretty good home, so I picked it up and stuck it in cupboard, and I had a look at it before, and it looks like it's been butchered to hell in past. So it stayed there in cupboard, and now it's on your shelf.
Waiting for another one.
At least you've got a screen for that one. If you end up getting your money back and keeping it,
I'm gonna see what happens. To be honest, I'm just annoyed with him. He didn't put that because he knew it was broken. And I looked at the picture now, and I zoomed in on the picture. You can see it's cracked, but he's pushed the board on the end, so you can't see it.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
So when it's come to me, the board was hanging off, and it was all smashed. So he stuck it back into position. He's basically milked it for all the best bits and then left all the scrap. I said it should have been listed as just a case with a a board that's corroded. And the corrosion on the board, he took a picture of the back, never showed the front, which is really bad. I'm telling you.
I've seen it where the batteries eat them things. It's like explodes in the cloud all the way around it.
It's green everywhere. There's like there's green all along the memory and everything. It's like it's been sat in a puddle or something.
If you take back off that one that's on your shelf there, Neil, and look at the back casing, housing casing, it's all corroded.
I mean, I would have had to go repairing it.
Back out and it just rust fell out the back of it.
Yeah, I would have had to go repairing it just for shits and giggles, basically. But I can't with the screen like that, can I? And that's what annoyed me.
No,
because they're quite hard to get now. The SE30s are, I must admit. But
this guy in comments has put RE the Mac. RE the Mac, exactly what was broken: the neck of the CRT. The neck board or the deflection coil?
No, it's the actual neck of the CRT. The glass is all smashed.
No.
The vacuum chamber. So is that it?
Yep.
I can't do anything about it. If it was just a board, fair enough, I could replace that because that plugs on and then plugs onto the board, doesn't it? Onto the analog board. I wouldn't have minded that, but it's a fact that it was smashed and he physically shoved it on the picture. I noticed you could see the cracks if you zoom in.
Right.
He knew about it, and he's just not mentioned it because he knew it would lower the value a lot.
Yeah.
So, and he said it's sold as non-returnable. I said, well, it's not as described, is it, mate? I said to leave it to eBay to sort out. See what eBay say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a replacement CRT from an old security monitor, then you can enjoy an old slow Mac in glorious black and white. Yeah, completely agree, mate. Completely agree.
Yeah, but that's an old 3.0 Mac. It's not a slow Mac.
They're all slow Macs. Apart from modern stuff, which is probably quite quick, but back then, they're all slow Macs.
I quite like them. I don't know why. There's something about them.
It's like driving down the road with a flat tire, like Apple rolling with a chunk out of it.
It's fair. What do you think of them, Josip?
Yeah, if you want a little bit faster Mac, you can always use ZX81. Like that's much better, black and white. Yeah, I'm not really into Macs at all.
So I'm on my own here, aren't I? So I'm not going to argue.
Yeah. But I have a little advice. If you want to buy a Macintosh, like classic Macintosh, like you bought.
Yeah.
Always need to buy them in pairs because to make a shelf, right? You need two of them.
Buy two, one for either. You can use a bench in your garden as well, then.
Anyway, speaking of Amstrads, I've actually got an Amstrad coming.
Why?
Because it was on offer to me cheap, and I thought I'll have a go at that.
I know what it is. You had to hold the door open in your shed, didn't you?
It's big, yeah. I haven't got it yet. I've got to go pick it up from Stone down the road from me.
Why do you want to damage your channel so much? You've been doing so well. You're getting almost there to your 1,000 subs, and now you're going back to.
I'm still doing the Amiga bits. I am.
What is it you bought? 6464 or 6128?
No, it's the old PCs. PC with the 2 5.25-inch drives in it. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh my god!
The one that's got the power supply built into the monitor. But it's come with all the manuals, the discs and everything, and the keyboard and the mouse and the monitor.
That's like saying the turd has come with the dog.
It's nostalgia, mate. It's something to play with. I won't be keeping it. I'll be passing it on.
Yeah. And then another one turns up. And another one turns up. How many have you got in there at the moment in that room?
In Max?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 came from you.
1 is too many.
2 came from you. 2 are fixed. So 2 are good to go. They just need retro
He was just glad to offload them.
1's got to go. Eh?
He was just glad to offload them.
Yeah, but
Best 20 quid I never spent giving it away. No, I think it's one of them, innit? You know, it's like you either work on PCs or you worked with Macs, and it's still a bit like the Commodore and Spectrum scenario, isn't it? You know, you either worked with Commodores and you were pure blood, or you were a Spectrum.
It's like Lee with Amstrads, in it. He absolutely hates them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't bother me.
The problem was back in the day when I was at school. I really fucking disliked the Spectrum. It was the done thing that you rip the entire arsehole out of anyone that had a Spectrum. However, I actually had a Spectrum when I got to about 16. Someone gave it to me, so I repaired it and I was playing on it, and I really quite like them.
It's not that bad.
You know exactly how basic they are.
Yeah.
But there is nothing that's going to make me like an Amstrad. It's just. No. I've tried to use one and it just pisses me off.
I tried twice. I bought two. I've tried them twice. Yeah, I've given them a good go. No.
It's like a poor man's ST. And I love the ST, and I go on an Amstrad and I think, no, this is bollocks. It's completely wrong. I just can't find any redeeming features with it.
The Harlequin of Spectrums.
Don't mention fucking Harlequins.
I'm going to piss myself laughing if Lee's boots up first time.
Well, if it does, doesn't it? I mean, I've had 2 goals now.
I said it earlier. I said as much as I like it, it's still got a boot. It's got a boot. No,
I mean, if it does, hat off to him. I mean, better man than me.
It's got to have a dodgy resistors or something like that.
I've ordered 2 lots from Mauser as well. They're not from Mauser, from that other place. DigiKey they came from.
Yeah.
So it's not from a cheap place, is it? I ordered everything from DigiKey.
DigiKey is okay, really.
Apart from the only things I didn't go from there was the ICs. Obviously, they came from AliExpress, so maybe I've got some sort of dodgy chips in the way. Because I did have, that's what stopped this clock signal working. Because obviously Lee came on and gave me a hand, and I managed to trace a clock signal around. He gave me a few pointers, and it helped me out, and I managed to trace it with that oscilloscope.
Yeah.
Find out where it was going in and where it wasn't coming out, and then change the chips. Then I got a clock signal, then I got the same picture that I got last time, where it was just distorted and wavy with that zigzag line going back and two.
You'd think it was a bad ULA, wouldn't you?
It's weird. Honestly, that's what I'm thinking, whether I've just got the ULAs that they don't like.
No, it's just a sync signal. It's the only bit that's fucked.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Your picture's there. You can see the pictures there. It's being generated. So you know your CPU, your RAM, and your ROM is working.
Yeah.
And the display is just fucking doing this.
All over the place, yeah. Like the other one was.
So it's obviously having trouble syncing.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why. I've tried RGB, I've tried thingy, it won't do anything. Both the same. Well, RGB, I've got nothing. And I only get a signal on the composite when I unplug it and plug it back in. If I boot it with it, I don't get anything. I have to literally unplug it and plug it back in to get the signal.
Strange.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Lee's not to work.
It's probably having trouble syncing to the signal.
Yeah. That's my TV.
Well, I'll tell you what I did get. An OSSC for my birthday.
Yeah. What's that?
You know, the scan doubler or the scan open.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean now. Yeah.
So I've got a RetroTink 2X Pro, and my other half got me an OSSC for my birthday, and this can take SCART as well as it can take any signal really, and dump it out to HDMI. So that might help in cleaning up a signal. It's got a very wide input range.
I've got one similar to that, but a cheap one.
Like GBS or something.
RGB SCART to HDMI. It works. It does work. Because you use it on the Amiga to do the Amiga grabs.
Right.
And it worked fine, but that was about 60 quid one or something. It was, or 50 quid. Not the mega expensive one. But yeah, I never thought of trying that. But I'm not getting anything through the RGB.
That's not right. But it's got to be because the thing's fucked.
And I bought the Mega Drive 2. I bought a new cable, and I snipped the resistors and the caps out like they say to do, and soldered the cables directly to the pins. I did that, and it's still doing nothing.
Well, I bought one of them cables, and I fucking sealed. I've had to buy a SCART end, and I'm gonna have to remake the cable.
Sounds law, isn't it? Sounds law.
But a nice little build. The biggest pain in the arse with it is it being white.
Yeah, but I didn't know that when I ordered them, mate. Why do you think I ordered black next time?
Yeah. White is seriously hard to clean up, isn't it?
I mean, mine. Yeah, okay. What's his name? I've got that fancy scope, yeah, but I don't actually 100% know how to use that fancy scope. So, yeah, I'm learning still. I'm going to have a look at it again one day, but I'm just waiting for Lee to power his up first.
Yeah.
Because I want to see if he gets the same problem, because that means I built 3 then. He got 3 with the same problems. That means I'm not that bad. But if it works straight away...
Well, the thing being is, I've used the same chips as you, the ones you sent me. The rest I've had to buy different ones.
Yeah.
But, so if we do get the same thing, it could well be down to the chips.
Yeah. But I'm sure Lee will work it out, you see.
Yeah, I've got it. I'll get that on it.
Did you fit the ID or not? Or because it's a bit pointless, isn't it?
Yeah, I read about it, and apparently nothing uses it.
Exactly. What's the point? No, I was the same. Yeah. And also, it struggles to fit in the Spectrum casing as well, I think.
Well, when you've stuck an hard drive on it.
Yeah.
You're not fitting one of the Spectrum case.
See, I've got a working Spectrum, so I'm okay. I have got a working Spectrum. It works great. I've changed like the keyboard membrane, and it does all work. I quite like the idea of that Harlequin.
Yeah, the next version up, the 4B, I think it is, has actually got a built-in div MMC, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it? That's not bad.
Yeah. So I don't know how I'm going to get fucking data in it. I'm going to have to use one of these tape emulator things.
Yeah, that's what I used with it. Well, that's what I'm planning on using for it.
Yeah.
Have you got one?
The tape emulators?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if not, I've probably got a board here, maybe knocking around.
You know that what they called
Max Duinos.
That's it, Max Duino.
I gave Steve one not long ago, I think.
I've got a couple.
I think it's still in that box when I come back from Amiga Meet.
How was the Amiga Meet, Steve?
It was good. It was busy, to be fair.
Was the cake good?
Hey?
Was the cake there?
Yeah, but they didn't have any lemon.
Oh, that's good. Good job I didn't go.
They didn't make it because they didn't get rid of much of it last time. I went, you did? I took half a tray. Yeah, no, it was really good. There was a good bit of talk on and stuff like that. Obviously Dominic were there as well. He's done really, really well. Can't keep up with his sales orders, which is good for him as well. It is. It's brilliant for him. He seems to have exploded. Yeah, I mean, he did me good with my show. Yeah, he did yours. It's been my best video. It's been your best video, hasn't it? It has to be fair. I think it's just pushed over 10,000 views now. Is that one? Just crazy how that one thing just goes crazy. I think it's down to your thumbnail. A lot of it is down to what you see first and then what you read next. So your thumbnail and then your title. And if you look at that one, it goes bye bye GoTech, hello Go Drive, and it entices inquisitiveness to what I'm on about. There's a lot in these thumbnails. There's also a lot to learn on YouTube. I've learned a hell of a lot. Yeah. I mean, I've tried different thumbnails all the while. You can probably see how mine have changed. Yeah. The first ones were terrible. I look at them now and I think, how the hell did I put them out? I mean, if you want to go into it deep and stuff like that and really push it and stuff, you have to start looking at other channels. You have to start searching around on YouTube.
Exactly, yeah.
Start commenting on all the bigger YouTube videos. Put a comment in there that's controversial, so it keeps you at the top of their comments. When you've got millions of people coming into their channel and they're seeing you at the top of the comments because you've put something controversial and people keep replying to you. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to look at what titles they're using for their videos, and sort of use a similar kind of words. I'm not saying match it exactly and copy them, but use terminology differently to sort of give you the same thing, if you like. But like I say, it's first initial look. We're all guilty of it. You sit and watch YouTube, and now I've said it, you'll notice you don't look at the writing, you look at the pictures. And as soon as you see something that catches your eye, you drop down and you read the title.
That's why those female retro repairers are so popular.
Looking down.
You look at the picture. That's what it is.
You know, it's yeah. I mean, it is at the end of the day because that's all they can get to go on. If you're on your smart television, you can't even see descriptions to read out.
No.
On your PC, you can have a read down about it and stuff like that before you play the video if you want and stuff like that. But on your telly, you can't. Your apps, you can't. You just watch the video. So it's that. Oh, what's that about? Oh, that sounds interesting. And then they go then, yeah. And I think that's what that video did. To be fair.
Yeah, there's a lot of competition in it as well. That's the thing, like you say.
Yeah, we've said it back in the day, haven't we? We're little fishies in a big pond.
Yeah, we are.
No, but slowly. I've been at go 3.5 years now.
Yeah, a year and a half now, I think. Approaching a year and a half.
Soon flown, hasn't it? Soon flown.
Crazy. What started as a mad idea.
Yeah. And now you've got a shed.
Now I've got a shed. Yeah.
I mean, Josip, you were doing really well at one time when we first started group up, weren't you? And your subs were going.
Oh yeah. I had like a couple of high jumps in subscribers, but now I'm kind of floating steadily. But that's okay because simply I don't have so much content lately. I'm not really frequently publishing, so yeah. But I'm okay with that for now because all the other stuff that I've been doing, it's okay really. I hope that I will have some more time in the future to create a little bit more frequent content for the YouTube channel. I really want to do that. Unfortunately, I don't have that many free time at this point. So, but I really like to do. I want to do a couple of more videos about assembly language because I really like that microassembler cartridge and poking around on the.
It's done well, that one, hasn't it? It's done well.
And poking around in the kernel in Commodore 64, it's fun. It's extremely interesting to find some fun routines there and just use them. Now that it's really interesting. So I want to do a couple of videos about that, but I don't know when.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's always finding the time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely time, is an issue.
Definitely for me.
So it's Commodore 65 landing, Lee.
Sorry?
When's the Commodore 65 landing?
Should be June.
Are you doing a live unboxing for us?
I don't know what I'm going to do, but
I think you should.
I am going to.
I think you should do a
FPGA.
live unboxing and invite us lot to do our faces like that going.
Run a stream and put live chat in.
If it ain't glowing when I take it out, right, I'm gonna be really disappointed. It needs to have like this yellow glow as I'm taking it out of the box.
And a big light come down from heaven over you.
Yeah.
An angel's going,
Yeah, exactly.
I think you should do something like that. That'd be good.
I'm
definitely, I think so as well.
Yeah, I'll bet you are, mate.
You what, Neil?
I think you should do that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, definitely.
We all want to see it.
It'll be a good crack anyway. You'll be able to use video as well.
See it together.
You'll be able to use video as well and chop it. But even if you do initial setup, really, doing the initial setup, you better chop that out and make it into little videos out of the stream. So I think it'd be good to do that because there ain't much. You hear about it like retro recipes, and it goes bah, and it's done and it's gone. You don't hear about else anymore for ages.
They are hideously expensive.
That's the problem with them, isn't it?
Yeah.
How much are they?
About 700 quid.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's way too much for me.
With a second-hand disk drive.
yeah.
I hope you're expecting a lot from this, Lee, for 700 quid.
I've got it for Christmas.
Saying that, though, you say that 700 quid, it's a price you pay for a top-of-the-range graphics card nowadays or more.
Yeah, you're a lot more than that, mate.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. So look at it that way.
If you're looking at a Series S released with, you're still looking at 500 quid there, aren't you? So it's thereabouts, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, you are getting quite a nice bit of kit in that. You get a full mechanical keyboard. It's got quite a large FPGA on it.
Yep.
So, I mean, those two things alone jump the price up a lot. I'm not even worried about the disk drive built in, to be honest with you. But
no.
Yeah.
I would imagine you'll end up putting a Gore-Tex on it or something like that, to be fair.
Yeah.
Should I get a multi-core PC with a humongous screen?
Yeah. Rory says it cost him nearly $800 to get one, or should you just get a multi-core PC with a humongous screen?
I think that's euros, isn't it?
Depends what you want.
That is euros, yeah.
Yeah.
If you want a multi-core PC with a humongous screen, get one of them.
Yeah.
You can certainly do more with it.
Can you emulate a Mega 65 on a PC?
Not easily.
There's no emulations for it.
It's just basically kernel. You can drop kernel straight into Vice and boot up that way, but it's not same sort of thing, but it's there, it runs.
Yeah. I don't think there's a full emulation setup.
Is there
I
not?
don't think it's likely to appear either.
I've not really heard much about them, only from you. I
Well,
didn't know it existed until you mentioned it.
Well, the ZX Next came out and they made all the source code open source, and so you could run it on a Engo or a Mister, and you could have a ZX Next even if you didn't buy a ZX Next. But the Mega 65 hasn't been ported to anything else.
No,
it could be, but it hasn't been. So yeah, the only way to get one is to actually get one.
Get one.
Yeah, but there's a community building up now, so they're in. I think they're up to about 5,000 sales or something.
That's quite good.
So there's a few of them out there.
You've got to get them out, haven't you? That's the main thing. If like Xbox and PS5, they'll make a loss on them consoles, don't they? When they're selling them, they get them out.
Running Mega 65 emulator right now.
Yep.
I don't know how complete it is because the Mega 65 is not just an FPGA. I think there's an ARM back end as well.
Right.
That'd be like running an emulation of a Mister, really. It's a similar sort of deal. But yeah, it should be good anyway when I get it. So what you got coming up, Neil?
What have I got coming up?
Return of the Mac. Return of
no. And a Amiga 600. I'm gonna get it off Steve. I've started building that board again. Have you seen?
Yeah.
The
500.
It's getting more and more complete. Look.
Oh, nice. I haven't watched the last video yet.
Nice blue bits on it. All the resistors are in now, via a few left, and then I've I've just got sockets and a few diodes and stuff, so not that much on that, I don't think.
Where are you going to get the custom chips from?
I've already got a 500 plus, so I'm going to salvage that.
Okay.
Got one here, you see, as well for the sockets, because you can't get some of the sockets anymore, can't you? Like the RGB. So I'm going to salvage off this board.
There's some of them serial connectors on back out there. I think there's one of them that's a rare serial connector as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably just take all these off and then just transport them back on.
Yeah.
It'll be easier. I think there's one missing here anyway, the RGB one. So there you go.
It's got a bit of RF box.
Yeah, there's quite a few thingies. Like I say, I need to try and get it off, but let's see. It's just other than that, I don't think I've got much else coming on. I don't know. I've got that obviously to do, and then I don't know really. I've just got Max, but I want to do that BBC to be honest.
Oh, I've got an Amstrad coming in it. That's the next one you're going to say.
Yeah, but listen, there will be an Amstrad coming. But do you remember the BBC board? I want to do that. I have actually replaced the cap on that now, and I want to try and get that into a BBC and running. But again, it's one of those things I never touched on. I never tried that operating system or anything. Can't remember what operating system. Yeah, but it's not the BBC operating system one. It was that 16-bit one that ran on. What was it? I can't remember. It's a different OS. Something I never used before. I can't remember what it was off the top of my head. But yeah, I've got to try and get that running. There's a few things in my shed as well. Some Dreamcast and stuff sat there. I want to finish the links. That's over voltage in. It's sort of working now, but it's outputting too much voltage. But there's a weird power system on the links. I don't know whether you know the links.
No.
It hasn't got a voltage. It hasn't got a voltage. Yeah, it hasn't got a voltage regulator, and it sort of like switches off the earth until you turn the power on, and it turns on the earth. It's a bit weird, and it drops the power down by forcing it through diodes, I think, to drop the voltage down. It's a bit strange how it works. So instead of just having a voltage regulator where it knocks it down to 5 volt, it's sort of like frozen through diodes. So yeah,
you're gonna drop 0.7 volts per diode.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird setup. I don't know why they did it that way. It's the same as the switch. Like I say, the switch works by turning off the earth or something. I've been trying to read into it and stuff, and it's everybody's saying it's a weird system. So that's now running, but because it's running slightly too high a voltage, the CPU is getting too hot. So I can't run it too. Do you know what I mean? Or it's just going to cook the CPU. And obviously the other Atari, the Jaguar, I've got no composite on that, but I'm hoping now I've got this oscilloscope, I could start learning more to use it. And
have you got RGB on the Jaguar?
Yeah, RGB works.
Yeah, fuck composite then.
Yeah, but
that's like putting a fur coat on a turd by using that on a Jag.
I just want it fully working, that was all. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I got it. It was in the right state. It had no video. It was really bad. It was like being left in a garage and stuff. And I'm surprised it actually works. I mean, so. But on RGB, yeah, it works fine. I can play games on it. I've got sound. I've got everything. Just on the computer, I've got nothing. But again, it's just one of them things that I just want to get working. And then just, I don't know. I probably won't even keep that, to be honest. I need some funds coming in.
That's a problem with working with hardware. It eats through the money, doesn't it?
It does, mate. Yeah. That's why I just need to offload some stuff and get some funds in to start new projects.
Yeah.
Because you can't. And also, I don't know whether you find this, trying to find stuff now to work on is getting harder and harder. It's not the same as you used to be able to pick up stuff all the while.
Yeah.
I'm finding it harder and harder to find new stuff. That's why I'm going more to these builds like the A500 Plus. Obviously, when I've done the Plus, I've got the Amiga 1200 board to build then, the Amiga. But again, it's down to the cost of all the components. It's not cheap to build these boards.
Yeah.
They're just not cheap at all. I mean, those filter caps on that 500 Plus were really expensive. I think they cost me about 70 quid.
Oh wow!
All them caps, yeah. With postage.
Wow.
Jesus.
It wasn't
Right.
cheap. You know what I mean? I mean, that's probably why they sell the boards for 700 quid built up.
Yeah.
Probably down to the cost of the chips. Obviously, and then if you didn't have the custom chips, like you say, you're talking money then, because people are asking 75 quid now for Fat Agnes on eBay.
I noticed that.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Two-headed cat.
Barrier.
Yeah. So that's what it is. It's just going to the point where it's getting so expensive now.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
going crazy.
Before you came on, I was talking about, because I like making machines up. I really like having your own machine that you've built yourself.
Yeah, it's
And
different,
I was
isn't it?
talking about the Pet 2001, and Rudy's just popped up, so he's a pet man.
How you, Rudy?
Yeah, Rudy loves a pet, doesn't he? There's a share project on PCBWay that I might have a go at, and that's the Pet.
Yeah.
That might be quite interesting. The 2001.
Okay.
But as I said earlier, Tim made the Tynemouth computer one, the kit. But they're going for stupid amounts of money.
It's just crazy. Like I say, yeah.
But it is nice to make your own machines up. The only one that I wouldn't really bother with is the DIY Amstrad.
Did the back one?
I mean, I can't really comment about building machines because I built 2 now and none of them work. So I'm on my 3rd one up there. So yeah, it's just getting to that point now where I'm going to run out of things. I mean, I've got stuff up the attic and stuff, but I'm going to run out of things eventually.
An MSX build, you'll be able to do that when I send it to you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Pet 2001 is a Pet 2024.
Micro pet. What's a micro pet?
Michael Pet.
Micro.
Big glasses on.
I'll have to have a look at that.
John, it. Pass you over. Come here. Pass her over. Yeah.
I've never heard of a micro pet. That's another machine that I've never had hands on as a pet.
Me neither.
Because they were before my time, basically. Because I was born in 75, so when I was going into computers, it was like Spectrum, the Commodore 64, the VIC-20. I remember the VIC-20s and stuff, and the BBCs, obviously, but I don't remember much of the ones before them.
Yeah. Well, you'd have only been like 7 when 64 came out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I still remember the VIC-20 and everything because I can remember seeing them in the shop.
Yeah.
And the C64, I can remember seeing the C64 games console in the shop and saying to a mate, what's the point in that? There's only 4 cartridges out.
Don't you wish you bought one? Don't you wish you bought one and put it in lock?
In Woolies it was, in the glass case.
20 quid they were selling them for eventually, just to get rid of them.
In what's his name? In a Comet or something, or Dixon's?
Yeah.
Dixon's.
Yeah, Dixon's the what?
Yeah, I used to go in Dixon's and wind the salespeople up asking if you could upgrade the Atari ST. And he used to pick it up and look underneath and look for a trapdoor. And he went, no, you can't upgrade it. It hasn't got a trapdoor. The ST has Sims inside, mate. He went, oh, I don't know about
that. Well, if you were lucky.
Yeah.
When they swapped over to the STE, the first batch had SIPs in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Right, I had one with Sims because
I didn't have. You remember that one that I got, Lee? Yeah. That had 6 Sims in it as well, didn't it?
Yeah, my mate was working at Fujitsu at the time. He nicked me a load of Sims and upgraded my memory to 4 meg. I took it cash converters. I swapped it for an Amiga. Had loads of games because I'd never seen a 4 meg one before. They were dead happy. One way to get more money out of the Atari, it was.
I really loved the ST. I really did.
I had an ST. I had the STE, like I say, but I was a bit annoyed because all my friends had Amigas and I was playing my version of the game, and I went round to play my version. It was nowhere near as good as the Amiga, and that's what it was about in them days. It was about games. But I was thinking mine could do as good, if not the same as that, but they just didn't support it.
Yeah,
they just supported DFM.
It depends on the game, right?
Yeah.
If you were playing Captive or Dungeon Master, the ST was brilliant.
Yeah.
Depends on version, doesn't it? We don't sort of get that anymore with his Xboxes and his PS5s and stuff like that. They all look the same no matter what you are on. But yeah, I remember that as well, Neil. I think I used to play on 64 all the time, and I used to go up to my uncle's, and he bought the ST while I was still on 64, and then he quickly moved on to Amiga.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were playing like games on there, and then coming back to my 64 version and looking at it, thinking,
The Amiga, like I say, is when I first saw that, my jaw dropped. It was like amazing to me. That was. I was thinking, how the hell can something be that good? It's such a leap in graphics and sound. It was just like amazing to me.
We had that, didn't we, as kids? We saw them leaps.
When I saw the Amiga, when I saw that Shadow of the Beast, it was with the intro. With the dragon, it comes through the wolf and the baby crying. I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah, another world intro that dropped my.
Exactly.
When he cracked the can open. I know it sounds really silly now, but it's the in depth of the stuff that we didn't used to get back then, and it were amazing with that. Absolutely amazing. So, what have you coming up next, Joseph? Out?
Yeah, sorry.
What are you doing next? Have you got any plans ahead of you?
Yeah, I already said I had my plans to do a couple more videos about my microassembler cartridge, and that's basically it for now. Don't have long-term plans. We'll see what will happen. Something will pop up.
You get like that, don't we? Sometimes when we ain't got something to do, we've got lots to do, but you don't know what to do. If you know what I mean.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you never know what could be interesting for the viewers, right? I don't know.
I just tend to put out whatever now. I mean, if viewers don't like it, they don't like it. I've got a video uploaded. That's it.
That's it. We did these channels because we enjoyed it, and it was a hobby, and we enjoyed what we doing.
I was doing this job. I enjoyed doing this job. I nearly killed myself doing this job, but
yeah,
if they don't like it, they don't like it. Somebody will like it. Like I say, yeah.
I mean, in YouTube terms, you're supposed to start look at your analytics, see what your viewers are watching more of, and then you can start doing videos around that area there. But it's not to give the viewers what they want, and it is about giving the viewers what they want, and it is about doing things that we want to do as well.
That's the way I see it.
Like tutorials, or how to Pico SID, how to create a Pico SID.
Yeah.
Things like that. I mean, it's gold. It's gold dust, isn't it? It's going to be there forever, and people can go and watch that and learn from that at any point in time.
Yeah, but I was talking more about if I want to create a video, at least it needs to have some kind of value, right?
Yes.
That's basically it. So lots of stuff that I'm trying to do doesn't have value because I fail in something or I completely missed the build or something else. So if I have something that really you can learn from it, then I will create the video from it. That. So that's my point of view.
Yeah, you see, I'm not like that. I just put them up. If I fail or not. At the end of the day, I know I'm going to get 3 likes off. I'm going to get one off Steve. I'm going to get one off you. And I'm going to get one off Kylie. So there you go.
I'll have to give you a thumbs down for a change now.
Exactly. There you go.
I've been struggling for time lately.
Yeah. I mean, it's like me going back to Xbox 360s. I told you what I did with them in the past. But it's been a long time. It's been 10, 11 years since I messed about with these things, So I'm sort of kind of really excited about getting back into it and doing these things on them again, just for nostalgia purposes of back then, if you like. I know there's plenty of videos out there if you want to learn how to RGHE consoles and stuff like that, But it's just something I feel as though I want to do.
And
to
if
share.
you're enjoying it, then obviously it's a bonus.
Of course, yeah, and it
You don't
reflects
want to
that in
not
your
enjoy
videos.
the video, do you?
Yeah, you've got to enjoy it because if you don't, it
otherwise
reflects.
becomes a chore.
Yeah.
And I don't want to come home to do what I do at work, which is a chore, to come home and do more work. I want to come home and enjoy myself in this shed.
Well, it's like doing things for people, isn't it? You know, it's like I've got an Amiga 2000 and I've got two Amiga 2000s now to be on with, and I've had that CD TV to do, and they start coming in, and it's things that I have to do for them.
Yeah.
You'll know what I mean, won't you, Neil? You have to do them. You can't get to your own stuff with what you want to do because you have to do that because you've said yeah and you've taken it on.
Exactly. You know? What did you think of the CD TV? Your honest opinion?
Fairly easy, apart from the ground planes were a bit of a bitch.
What about taking it apart and stuff? Did you
take
the drive out?
No, I didn't do the disk drive.
I was going to say they're the worst.
But them little ribbon cables at front, they come out really, really easy. And then they'll jump like that really, really easy as well.
You're supposed to just like press the button down, aren't you, and then pull them out. But the only thing is you're scared of them is if you nudge them and they go out of shape and stuff because they're very thin, aren't they? Yeah. But if you see some videos online, people saying put a screwdriver in, you know, and surprise them out. Have you seen it?
What?
Honestly. And I've been watching them say you just press the front and pull them.
I mean, you could have slid it out and got some insulation tape and put tape over it and flattened it down to stop the pins from moving around and getting knocked about. But maybe that's a learning curve for us both. Do you know what I mean?
It's definitely the worst Amiga I've worked on. Yeah.
I mean, there were an odd cap here and an odd cap there, and then all of a sudden there were a nest of them all up there.
Yes.
You look down nest of them, there's like one here and one down bottom, and there. It's like they're all round here.
Like a sea of capacitors. Yeah, I'm glad you did one anyway.
Yeah, got that done. And at the Amiga Meet as well, I picked up an A600 keyboard PCB as well. But I don't know whether I'll do a video on that one or not. The last one did about 300 views on that one. So it's the same thing really. I don't want to do another one straight after that one sort of thing. You know what I mean?
I get that.
I'll leave it for a while and I'll do it and I'll record it all and keep all footage and then I'll do it later.
Yeah, Rudy says make videos that you like.
Yeah, too true, Rudy. Too true.
Later.
It's for us to have the fun, and if everybody else wants to come along and have fun with us while we do it, they're welcome to come along.
Yeah, and watch me shit myself working on analog boards.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to back off sort of doing repairs for people, if you know what I mean. I back off that and just concentrate on the stuff that I want to do.
To be honest, I've done that now because there's just no money in it. They don't pay you for your time. I know it's not down to them, but they're like, you spend hours and hours and hours on something and they come to you, it's 20 quid. You think, just spent hours on that. I'm thinking it's not worth it anymore.
Well, look at the CD TV. You can send it off, can't you? And it costs you 40 quid to get it recapped.
Exactly. So you can't really compete with that now.
But how long does it take you to do one of those boards?
That's what I'm saying. It's not worth 40 quid to me. That's what I said. It's gone to the point now where you just don't think there's no point in doing it. I'm to the point now where I don't want to do it. People ask me and I say,
There's a flip side of it as well. Instead of earning some money from doing other people's repairs, and getting that through YouTube and being known and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To where now, like I said previously, become monetized at first stage. You can actually start using your channel to sell. So if I'm going to do these RGH consoles, there'll be a link in there to come into the Facebook group, and it'll be put up for sale. I'll sell it through that way. So I might use YouTube that way for selling to a few consoles, modded consoles and things, and maybe 64s as well and other stuff from out. And I don't think I'd sell anybody an Amstrad.
Yeah, because you're nearly monetized now, aren't you? You're going through the review now.
That's all done and dusted, so it's just waiting for the next stage of it now. I've about 400 hours to get, and then it's fully monetized. Then
congratulations.
But that's only to put ads into your videos, and I'm not really bothered about ads. I don't know how much ad revenue it bring you, but I don't want it to make millions of pounds or all. I just want it to cover little bits and pieces, like
really
£1
pisses me off. Well, when I'm trying to watch a YouTube video and it just keeps fucking chucking ads in there, that really winds me up.
But you're taking money off him, man, for his Hummer.
Sorry. Hey?
You have a big Hummer soon with 8-bit retro refix on the door. With all your money.
Be nice. Be really nice, but I don't think so.
Exactly. What do you say? A guy wants you to fix his Commodore PET for free. That's because they think. I tend to find out now, if people mention that you do YouTube, you think, oh, we'll give you this machine, you fix it for free, you'll get a video out of it.
Yeah, that's your payment.
And that's what they think. And no, it's not like that. It doesn't work like that.
That's your payment. You get a video out of it because you'll get paid from that.
Yeah.
You know, what they don't understand is it takes us more hours to repair that thing than what we can actually charge for. We get the video editing. We're fighting behind cameras and everything to be able to do these repairs as well, and struggling because of cameras.
Yeah, or you've done something
and you've got all the editing to do.
So you have to undo it all again to do it again.
Yeah, it's not just a case of, oh, you get a video. Oh yeah, I do. Why you don't give me one to put on?
Exactly. Yeah. That is a problem. They don't understand because they don't do YouTube themselves. What amount? I mean, to be honest, I went in it completely blind, and I thought this is going to be easy. It can't be hard at all. And then after my first video, I was thinking this is a lot of work, and I nearly gave up after my first video.
Yep.
I'll try another one. You know what I mean? And then obviously about the third or fourth video in it, but I think I met you, Steve. I can't remember where I met you, but then it's sort of like it gave me a bit of motivation to carry on and stuff, and I just carried on from there. It
does get to you, and there is points where I think, can I really be bothered?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you go up and down all the while, I find.
You do.
Yeah.
Like last 6 weeks, I've not even bothered coming in this room at all, period.
Yeah.
I might have popped in for a screwdriver or popped in to put something away or something like that, but that's been about me a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does get you down sometimes, and you can't be asked, or you ain't got time, or you should do, but there's
a little voice in back of your head going, you've got to do a video, and you're thinking, yeah, but I can't. I might just quit it now and leave it and see what happens for you, see if we get any subs, but then you think,
You're not far off on your subs for your 1,000 anyway. 29 you need now. I've just looked.
Is that 29, is it?
29 subscribers. So if you're watching this video, go to Neil's channel. Subscribe. And Lee's and Joseph's. And if
Lee's not far off, are you, Lee? Lee, what are you on?
Oh, fuck knows.
Don't swear at him. He only asked you a question.
900,
I ain't even looked for ages. Hang on a minute.
832.
There you go. So you're not far off.
How much?
832.
Yeah, that's just pretty much stopped.
Yeah,
because I haven't been releasing them every week, it's just pretty much stalled out.
Yeah. Joseph, you're on 1.9, so you're almost up to 2K, mate.
Yeah, but I'm also stalled as well. Kind of floating in that area.
I'm getting up towards 1.8 now, so that's pretty good.
That's awesome.
We have come a long way end of the day over these last few years, haven't we, to be fair? We've increased quite a lot. We've done quite a lot as well.
Definitely. It's crazy, isn't it?
Download Dave says, hello, nonsies. Hiya, nonce.
Well,
yeah, it's been a wild ride. It's been a toughie.
To me, if you're going to be doing hardware, then you've got to keep fucking pumping that shit out.
I agree.
And you keep onto it all the time. And if you're doing software, you're going to have to put a lot more time in to get a video.
The beauty of your software is you get your viewed hours straight up. I bet Joseph's viewed hours are right up here. I bet he's loads of viewed hours.
Yeah, it really depends. Some of my videos got high views.
It's the hours, not the view. It's the amount of time watching the video. Yeah.
Hours. But really depends on the topic that people want to look.
It's coding. So if people's watching coding, you can't skip a little bit if you're explaining how you've done it and what you're doing. You can't skip that. The much you can skip, otherwise you start losing where you're at in the program. So you'll get your viewed hours that way. We'll get it because we do what they call evergreen videos, which is similar to yours, where people are always wanting to know how to repair something or fix something or
Yeah,
Even
but
that PS4 that I bought for 20 quid. I bought it because it booted to PS logo and then went black. So I went up, sort lad, give him 20 quid for it. I said, we're all right before? He went, yeah, we're all sound, mate, no problem. So I came home, plugged it in, sure enough, that's what it did. I borrowed a controller, went down to put it into safe mode, down to initialization, and it booted straight up. But it does have a knackered HDMI port. I did put a disc in it to see if it would take it, and it did take it, but it wouldn't read an Xbox disc. And now it won't give me it back. So, so I've got HDMI port to do, and I've got to fix the disk drive on that one. But it wasn't about 20 quid. It wasn't about 20 quid at all.
Nice.
But I'll just fix them 2 bits. They're not too bad of a job to repair. That'll be another one that I'll probably do a video on it and sell it on Facebook or something like that, or in the group. Might start doing the sales of stuff in the group somewhere. I don't know whether there is an area or like that you can set up. A bit like an event sort of thing, but not an event. Do you know what I mean? In Facebook.
Only cans.
Only cans. 2 cans.
Yeah. I
Maybe
mean,
making repair videos will help.
That's what sells, and that's what gets. And what's his name? The subs now is the females. I'll tell you that now. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah. Well, the only thing I've got in common is my bloody.
He's moved.
Maybe I should get these out.
Yeah. Exactly. He's already had them out on video once. Do you remember?
Rudy, you're suggesting naked video repairs. Have you already done one? Did you get good views?
Lee has half naked ones.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. Crazy world.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, Rudy said about doing other people's repairs. I mean, today, that board I was looking at for the JCB, they had some big ass caps in there that were connected to ground planes.
Yep.
And as you know, they just hoover up the heat when you try and get them out. So there was quite some butchery happen to it because you've got to really heat them up.
Yep.
So it can be dodgy doing other people's repairs, but I don't generally take a lot on because you never know what you're going to let yourself in for.
If it's somewhat like, say I'll keep going back to them because we've been talking about it tonight, but like the Xbox 360, if it's something like that it doesn't read games anymore, then you know it's a laser. So you'd be putting a laser in, wouldn't you? You know, but if you've got something that's got a fault on it, that you've got to try and find that fault during your diagnosis and looking around, you can damage something else if you're not careful.
Yeah, but Steve, if you go in to do someone else's fuck up, there's no telling what you're going to find.
No, exactly. Yeah. That's horrendous when somebody's done it. Is that what it was meaning?
Yeah, like when Lee gets my Harlequin through the post.
It's a bit like that Mac I give you, that SE. Somebody had been in there and butchered it all before.
I've seen it.
Have you?
That's why it's back on the shelf.
It's a bit rough in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Neil, now you've got a scope. It would be me sending you a screenshot of my scope and saying, "Have you got this?"
Yeah, and
have you got square?
Middle that knob. Yeah.
So has anybody else got up to say, up to bring into the chat? You want to press in that you want to tell us?
One like fixing someone's failed repair attempts. No.
Yeah, it can. Yeah, because it can drive you mad because you're not looking for a fault. You're looking for a fault on the board, but quite possibly be something that somebody's done something stupid elsewhere.
I'll tell you what I like seeing. Do you know when people say they've recapped something, you open it up, and they've actually cut the caps off and soldered the legs on top of the board. You ever seen that before?
Yeah, I mean I've done it in past, and sometimes I will do it if they won't come out properly. Yeah,
I've bent it all around and stuff, and they've got legs short in each other and stuff. I've seen that before.
No, not like that. Not like that.
That's what I mean.
You know, like if you've got a through cap and it's stuck up, you snip it off, and then get your new cap and snip it short and bring legs down, just sew legs together.
That's fair enough. You could do that, yeah. But I'm talking about when you leave the full leads on and they bend them over and they twist them.
It's not something I like to do, and it doesn't look pretty and stuff like that. But it does do the job,
and it'll work.
If you're looking at like something like an old retro board that you can't get it out and you don't want to put a heat gun on it and stuff like that, and it's somebody else's as well, and you really want to fix it for them, but you don't want to damage their board because you're not going to replace it.
That's my hair cutting sisters for the Amiga.
So you can do it that way, but it's not my choice.
He hasn't seen that yet, have you, Lee?
Well,
Me do my haircut on the Amiga.
Is that your latest video?
Yeah, haircutting.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I don't think I have neither, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh. Bit furry then.
Oh. You'll see anyway, if you ever watch it. But yeah.
What was your latest video anyway?
The resistors.
A500, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Plus board.
Yeah.
Part 2.
Yeah, what's his name? Amiga Spirit sent me all the resistors through the post.
That real nice of him with that. That was absolutely cracking.
Yeah, I'm really happy about that because obviously I'm telling him about the cost of it and he understands. He said, look, I'll help you out and I'll send you a resistor kit. So I was really happy with that. It's little things like that you get in the retro community that I found.
Yeah.
Generally, we're really all nice guys. We're all about the same age and we all care about the machines. And if we can help each other, we will help each other.
Yeah. Well, it's what it's all about, isn't it?
That MIDI board that I got, Tim Harris sent that to me.
Yeah.
I sent him an because if you go onto Shareware Plus, and if anyone's watching, you really want to, if you're into Commodore 64, have a look on there. But I went on there and I thought, oh, I'm going to get one of these MIDI boards. So I sent him a message and he said, I'll just send you one. So he did. That's brilliant.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what's good about the retro community, isn't it? Like I say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we know when we're getting these boards, they're relatively cheap, and you tend to get, 5 or 10, and then you use about 4 or 5, and the rest of them just sit on shelf out of the way, don't they, and don't get used. So it's no biggie just to take one and go and post for somebody. And it's nice that's there within the community for helping each other out. I mean, it's stuff that Leaves give me, stuff that you have and all have given back and stuff like that. It's a bit difficult for Josip being overseas and stuff.
I can't give you any Harlequin boards because you used them all up trying to fix one.
Glued them all together. Glued them all together and made a 512 Harlequin.
Honestly, my first computer decided to build has been a right pain in the ass.
Yeah. It's good to help out. I mean, it's like Amiga Meet Show when I did that for Mike there. I mean, he said, how much do I owe? I said, I don't want help, mate. He's already given me a big plastic container with a load of disk drives and floppies and stuff like that inside it and stuff like that. So we're like, no, you can have that. You've given me them. You can have that.
He's good.
Don't forget a free table.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, free table. That's what we want.
He says, I think you've got a table for life now. That'll do for me.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to have tables. Like I say, I'll be at the next Amiga Meet anyway, obviously, definitely.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't do this week. I had to do the breaks and stuff, and then I had to take them out this week.
No breaks, but they only hold you back.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm thinking of selling the Mini now as well. That's going now, I think.
Why?
Because it's not getting used. It's just sat on a drive, and it's a lot of money sat on a drive.
Yeah.
Which could be used for something else. I mean,
prices are high as well at the moment, aren't they, on cars and stuff like that?
The past 4 months have cycled to work on that bike, and it's been absolutely brilliant. And it's quicker to go to work on push bike than what it is on bloody car.
Mm.
And I don't care about the rain because it's fun because I get puddles to drive through.
You put your Big Mac and your dealers on.
No, just
so that's a pedal assist, is it?
Yeah, it's pedal assist. I haven't chipped it.
Have you not? Can it be done, like?
Yeah, you can chip them and then you can press a button and it will
Turbo.
Go to 30 mile an hour in turbo, which is quite funny.
So what's it go to without being chipped?
15, which is the legal limit, which I stick to.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not doing 30 mile an hour down the tracks.
Well done, Neil.
Yep.
I'm a law-abiding citizen.
That's it. Law-abiding citizen.
Yeah.
I just quit speedo, so it didn't register until he got to 15, and it went to 15.
Mate, it's really good fun. I really like it. I'm really happy with it. It's been the best thing ever, and it's got Bosch motor in it, which Bosch makes some of the best things, I think, with motors and electronics.
It's quite surprising them being restricted to 30, to be honest, because I mean,
15.
You get on 15. If you get on a push bike, I can go faster than that on a push bike downhill.
It's just assisted to 15, and after that, the motor cuts out, and you can pedal yourself faster.
Right. Okay.
Obviously, with it being a battery and stuff, it makes it
not electric.
Yeah. Oh.
Have you seen a big difference then between each one?
What's that?
Have you seen a difference then between it being standard and being different?
Yeah, if you stick it in turbo,
it's
got like 85 nanometers of torque, and you just pedal and you're gone. The acceleration is just so funny. And I went off roading like this weekend, and I went up slopes like that, which I'd never got up on a normal bike. And I just fly up them, and it's just so. I nearly killed myself, I think, 4 times.
You make you feel like you were 10 again.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm like. I'm just crazy. My mate says, "What are you doing going down that?" I said, "I don't care. I'm going."
Yeah.
Going down
Can we build a ramp?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just need a ramp. If we had one of them as a kid with a ramp, I'd have been well happy. Yeah. Yeah, but I can't fault it, mate. Honestly, it's been a lot better for me. 4 weeks I've done.
It's amazing stuff, like, you know. I mean, we sat down there when we were kids and stuff that we had when we were kids, and we were trying to imagine what we'll be having around about this time, and we thought it'd be a lot more super and space wise because of movies and tellies and stuff that we wanted in year 2000. You know,
we used to make them sound like motorbikes.
Yeah, we did lollipop stick in them. Yeah.
So yeah.
And trying to do A-team horn. Horn.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah. I mean, technology has come a long way if you think about it.
It's going to go a lot further and all, and a lot quicker.
Yeah. I mean, I think, yeah.
Well, they said that the last 30 to 40 years with the development in technology, we're going to see again that amount in the next 5 years.
Hopefully.
Do you know what I mean? So it's going to go nuts.
Before they get the really cool shit.
Yeah.
I want to be alive when the cool shit comes out, because VR's good, but I want full holodecks like in Star Trek.
Yeah, but it's going to be awesome when you get in your electric car and you go, take me to Joseph's. Oh. You just pull out the PS40 and have a go.
I don't want to die before the real cool shit comes out. So so they've got to be in the next 5-10 years, I'd say.
Why are you planning on snuffing it after that?
I don't know, but I'm thinking like.
That's what you said. I want to do it before a day, like next 5-10 years.
Exactly. Yeah, it'd be good. Like I say, I don't think they'll ever get that far. Not in our life, I don't think.
I don't know. We'll probably see it.
You need a chip.
We might not get a chance to use it and stuff like that, but we'll see it.
Yeah, don't you think you need a chip in your head?
Plugged in.
I don't think that at all.
You don't?
No.
Why?
Why do you want a chip in your head?
Oh, for holodeck.
It's got massive pluses, hasn't it? And it's got massive minuses as well.
I mean,
what happens if you get some fucking shitburger chip, right? Like an Amstrad.
AliExpress shit.
You're getting chip from AliExpress for $5.
What happens if you get an Harlequin plug-in?
Language in it. Chinese are hacking you. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I don't think I'll subscribe to the chip in your head. Thank you very much.
I'll buy one from Mauser, mate.
You like say you can see its positives, and you know what I mean by if you go into a foreign language, automatically that chip in your head will make you start speaking into that language. Things like that. You can
Exactly, yeah. Imagine
absolutely fantastic for things like that, for communication and stuff. Maybe if it can control your. I'm watching a program the other night, and it said AI it will sync with them, and they can control the motor skills in their bodies and stuff, and make people do things. Do you know what I mean? But which I thought, that's a bit dodgy. But for people that can't walk, for someone to be able to give them the walking back, or somebody that can't see from it, give them the sight back, or
And they've done that with legs now, with bionic legs, where people can control.
Yeah, I think old Elon Musk's plodding along now. Don't get a Commodore moth chip in your heads. Those PLAs suck.
don't even fucking start with the PLAs. Jesus Christ.
Past life assholes.
I went down a complete rabbit hole with them.
PLAs.
Jesus. They're horrible.
Implant chips that would restore mobility, sight, hearing.
Really? You put FPGA in your brain. That would be awesome.
Yeah, or when you get older, you could have your legs replaced with bionic legs.
Emulate Amiga in your head.
I'd like some bionic legs for when I get older.
It'd be all right sitting in the chair, going to cat my ass walk me home.
Exactly, that's it. Yeah, get your Google Maps to where you want to go and Bluetooth it to your legs, and just sit. You could have as many pints as you wanted.
There'll be no more drink drive, will there? People with electric cars.
Yeah, that's it.
You'll get in, fire it up, and it'll say, "I'm driving, taking you to cop shop, you pissed."
Exactly. It's not me, it's my legs.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get tired. It'd be brilliant. Honestly, I'd love bionic legs.
There is exciting times coming ahead, I'm sure, for sure.
Yeah, but soldiers will get bionic legs before us.
Yeah, they're right.
Yeah.
They probably need them before us, didn't they?
Well, not really. I mean, I don't know. What do
you
think?
You got one to do.
What do you want to do? You wanted to run to work, didn't you?
Exactly. What do you think of national service coming back?
You are?
National service. Did you see that on the news?
Is it?
Oh, that's just bollocks. Have you got national service where you are, Josip?
Sorry?
Have you got national service?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. See, that's good.
I agree with it. Completely agree.
I mean, in which sense? We don't need to go only if you want to, right?
No, there should be national services. Some places is where you have to do it.
Oh, okay.
You leave school, you go into military for a few years. It's national service.
We don't have that anymore. No military.
No. But I think they should still do it from these days, to be honest. It'll keep teaching them a bit of discipline and a bit of manners and stuff like that, because they're all running bloody riot and don't give a shit about anybody.
We had that before, but not anymore. No.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to fly. I think it's just an election thing.
It probably is. It probably is, to be fair. It'd never happen anyway. But I think it did. France used to do something like that at one time. We have national service. It recently upgraded to include women as well.
Fucking hell. If we've got to have inclusivity, they're going to have to upgrade it to include turnips. We've got everything over here. We got men, women, he, she, them.
Jim.
It's... I identify as a washing machine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't think it'll work because it's conservative that said that if they get in the next election, and I can't see him getting back in. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's going to be the other guys.
Unfortunately, it's just one Muppet or another Muppet. You never know which Muppet you're going to get.
You've literally got a choice of two turds.
Well, to be honest, Labour came knocking on my door the other day and I sent him packing.
Good call.
I said, sorry, mate, I can't vote for any of you. No. I said, it's nothing against you personally. I said, it's your whole, country and leader and everything. I can't vote for any of you.
essentially it comes down to two turds. Do you want peanuts with that or not?
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
I think we've all got to a stage these days with who's going to do better and who ain't going to do better. Is we've all come to realise that it doesn't matter who you put in. It's all words until they get in there and they just do what they want anyway. Well,
I mean,
you know what I mean?
but it's not only us that are struggling. I mean, look at America. They've only got Trump and Biden. I mean, out of all the people in America, that's all they could pull up. It's Trump and Biden.
Is Trump back as president now?
He'll be running, yeah.
I don't get it.
All they've got is Trump. That's what I can't understand. They've got millions of people over there, or billions of people, and all they can find is Trump and Biden.
Yeah, but Trump's gone in once, and they kicked him out of the seat.
Exactly.
And then years down the line, he were allowed to apply again, and he went back in, and he were back in again, and they kicked him out of the seat.
And Biden's just walking around in
What
circles.
point do these people think that he can't run for it anymore because you've had your chances? You were kicked out. Sorry. You went for a job and were sacked from that building twice.
Yeah.
Right? Would you get a job back there again?
No, it doesn't work that way.
You'd be lucky to get a job back there the second time, to be fair.
That's where Farage is going.
But Trump is actually amazing. He's like balancing between being a president and going to jail. Like, it's great. It's great strategy.
Because Nigel Farage was asked whether he's going to run with reform, and he said he can't run for reform because he's going to help Trump in America.
Rudy's just said USA will probably be going into civil war before you know it.
Thinking of that, it's actual film come out, isn't it, called Civil War now for America?
I watched it last night.
Is it any good?
No, it's shit.
Right.
Tell you what, I did watch that Atlas.
Yeah, I watched that last night. Oh, good.
Yeah, it's quite good. It's worth a watch.
I missed the last 20 minutes of it because I was downloading Amiga emulators.
We're all of a certain age, so we know that we've seen Labour, then Tory, then Labour, then Tory.
Yeah.
And it's cyclical. It's just flip flop, one to the other, back again, bam, bam, bam. And the one thing you can bet your absolute arse on is they're both shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they're both shit. And the problem we've got now is you've got one party that has fucked up so badly that the other party is going to win by default.
Exactly, yeah, because they've been so bad.
It's not because they're any good, it's because they failed less.
Exactly,
They haven't won anything.
No.
It's absolutely ludicrous.
Yeah, I agree.
The only hope on the horizon is of a third party that can get in there and stir up some shit. And that's reform.
What was that woman that become our Prime Minister? She came about 3 weeks Prime Minister or something.
Don't even fucking get me going on her. She's the one that's the MP for where I live, right? And she's the last letter I sent her, I asked if they're retarded.
Did you get a response?
No, there's more going on than that. There's some other stuff going on where I live, but
right.
I sent her a letter, and basically I was being fobbed off. So the last letter I sent was, "Are you retarded or what?"
You should go for Prime Minister, mate.
It's unbelievable. I don't know what it's like where you are, Josip, but this place is a joke.
The whole world's gone on, mate.
I don't follow politics. I don't even
honestly
know anything about it or out like that. It's just news and stuff like that, you know. But I couldn't believe that we had one for 3 weeks. I thought, what the hell are they doing? You know what I mean? And
the biggest mistake you can think of, if you think that the third party is going to make a difference, it will not. It'll make no difference.
I tell you, a prime example of that, Lee, is Argentina at the moment.
What?
You see, Argentina, obviously the same party was in all the while, the same two parties, and now they voted in this very far right guy who's absolutely nuts. and now the universities are closing. Inflation's at 200%, and he's going to Spain. And instead of going to Spain, what he's doing, he's going to Spain and he's slagging off the Spanish Prime Minister's wife and slagging off the Spanish Prime Minister and doing a rock concert. This is It's gone nuts, honestly. He's sacked loads of people and everything. Honestly.
Oh, Jesus.
It's gone crazy. The world's gone crazy, and that's a problem because people obviously get fed up with the two norms, and then they just suddenly vote something radical to think it's got to change.
Yeah,
but then
just to make a difference,
it's too radical, and it just goes to shit even worse.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you look at the manifestos, reform seems to have some common sense.
Yeah, I agree.
What
but
they're offering,
yeah,
other than the others, you've got, well, you know full well what they're offering. It's just absolute bollocks. One of them's got an open door policy with let's get back into the EU.
that's is that what's his name?
Why?
Sir Keir Facepalmer.
He wants to go back in the EU.
Of course he does.
Oh, no, that was Thingy, the other ones, Lib Dems.
It's what screwed us in the first place.
Yeah, but there's only 3 people vote for him. No, Labour does want to go back into the EU. They just don't want to say that because it'll polarise the electorate.
Or the Brexiteers.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're saying about, right, that's what annoys me about this, like, obviously they blame Brexit for anything. But we're actually doing quite well at the moment in economies and stuff against the other European countries. We're not doing bad at all.
Well, I don't know where it's going because...
In way of inflation and stuff.
All of us sitting here, and I know Josip's in another country, so all of us sitting here have been absolutely raped over the last 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
There's no dressing that up. We are absolutely fucked financially. I'm a lot worse off than I was 5 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, definitely. We have huge inflation here, and prices went up tremendously. So yeah, that's terrible.
What did they blame that on?
What they blamed on? Well, we just started using euro.
There you go.
And they blame everything else. I mean, there's always something to blame. It's never them.
Nope.
But what I've heard, I don't know whether it's true in your country, but people from like Slovakia and stuff I talked to, when they went to the euro, what they said happened was they got up in the morning and once like a loaf of bread that costs like, yeah, there's our pound, like a loaf of bread that cost like $1 Slovakian whatever became €1. And then obviously the difference between the two was quite a bit. I don't know whether that happened with you.
No, not like that.
No.
So we had a fixed ratio between euro and our currency.
Just give you an example.
And they said this will be the fixed value. We will not change anything. That will be fine. What happened? All the prices, like a couple of months before that, all prices went up, and then once that conversion happened, it is just ludicrous.
Yeah, I remember when we went into into Europe, if you like, when they changed all its currency over. When I used to go to Ibiza all the time, there used to be a Coca-Cola machine out edge of the beach. Yeah, and you used to go up to it, and it cost you somewhat like about, I can't remember what it was. It was something about 25 pence. So it was about 50% of what it was back then. So it was 25p in English. And then the following year, when I went over there and it had all changed, went to this machine and it was €1.
Yeah.
And we were getting about 1.5 euros to pound or something like that. We were getting. So it was like, hang on a minute, how the hell has that gone woof straight up? It shouldn't have been anywhere near that, you know. So it brought Europe up financially, and it's pulled us down financially because we've been shelling out into all these European countries and stuff like that. A bit like Cyprus, that's pretty much like England there when you go. All the road signs they're in Cypriot language and English. We drive on the same side of the road as we do here. As the plugs, sockets are exactly the same. Electric's exactly the same. And when I were there, they were having all seafront done. And he went, oh yeah, that were a UK grant for us to get that, billions and billions of pounds to do up all this front to side. And I thought, well, hang on a minute. As much as they agree with like us, we're in a group and we help each other, and they're in a bigger group when they should be helping each other, you know. But if that went to Cyprus, where else did it go? Do you know what I mean? That's just Cyprus. Did it go here, there, and everywhere else? So I think it bled us dry because we were up here with his financial value, and the rest of the place were down here, and then it just sort of went, bump.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It felt like you were completely ripped straight away. Do you know what I mean?
Well, we've had the highest tax burden now in 70 years.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just being fucked left, right, and centre, and no one's using any lube.
Nope. And there's always time for lubrication.
Yeah.
Watched that other night, that Evolution film. You remember when he started going up his leg? We're going to have to go in. There's no time for lubrication. There's always time.
Whose live stream is it next time?
I believe it is yours. I think,
Me?
or Joseph.
Or me, maybe.
It could be. I can't remember. I'll have a look. I'll have a look.
No, I think it's me because Neil was you were. Yeah, I think it's me actually. My turn.
Lives.
And guys,
yeah, you did that a month ago. You did last live stream a month ago, Joseph.
Yeah, that's right. So it's my turn.
Huh?
Yeah, that's nice.
You did a stream last month.
Last month. No.
Yeah. You did?
Last month. I thought I was last month.
Yeah, Neil was last month.
Oh, right, sorry. Yeah. We're mixing these up. Yours were March 31st.
What happened to Yak? Somebody just said.
What happened to Yak? Yak decided that he didn't want to be in the group anymore. He wanted to go off on his own way. I believe Yak has now got his own Discord channel. So if you want to pop along and join up on there, have a look at one of his descriptions or something like that. I'm sure you'll be able to join his Discord. But yeah, he wanted to go off on his own way and do his own thing. And that was fair enough. Good luck to him.
Yeah.
So on that note, we're running up to nearly 2 hours. I think we should.
We ended on politics.
Say his goodbyes, and then we wandered away from retro and started talking about retro politics.
So we'll see you next time on Politics for You.
Yeah. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking about, listening to us blathering on again. And we shall see you all on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.